I beat my girlfriend in Ono in one hand. Puff, that's nothing. I beat my girlfriend every day. What two jobs are fine on their own but suspicious if you work both of them? My grandpa and dad used to be their rural cities ambulance drivers as well as the mortician service until it was ruled a conflict of interest. Only one trilogy can stay, the rest gotta go. I was literally conceived in a Shrek 2 movie theater. I'm obligated to pick Shrek. How important is sex for you in a relationship? Depends on the relationship. Relationship with my wife. Very important. Relationship with my dog. Slightly less important. Slightly. What do we think now that Rocksteady have confirmed that the Deadshot in Arkham City was a fake and was killed by the real Deadshot shortly after? I still think he pulled a reverse Michael Jackson. He smallest Ted old people. I told you don't play with B. Give him emeralds. Stop sending me this image. I have a dream. Jared from Subway. His career ended the way it began, trying to get into smaller pants. Started with a mild cholesterol problem, ended with child molesterol problem. Edit, I'm not thanking you for rewards. You're worse than I am. British spas used semen as invisible ink during World War I, a method invented by Captain Sir Mansfield Cramming. So what did Jerry jump in? Everyone has veins. They came free with your cardiovascular system. You're just jelly because I got an arm bone. Men swear their sex drive is high until they meet a woman who likes to have sex. Road never finishes but petrol does. When he cheated on me with the same girl my other ex cheated on me with. Nah fam, she up 220. You gotta start playing some offense. After Adidas dropped him, Kanye West showed up uninvited to Skechers headquarters to try and find a new home for his Yeezy shoes, but was immediately escorted out. Skechers is owned and operated by a Jewish family. This is going to be Kanye's version of being rejected from art school. This might be the most perfectly shaped peach I have ever seen. OP, someone is going to rub one out to a piece of fruit today and know that you are responsible for it. When the annoying kid says sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me, but then you beat him with a dictionary or the Bible for additional holy damage. You have no way out. Tell me the worst thing you have ever done. So my girlfriend had a twin, and I was too drunk and mistakenly ducked their father. Buy him food, play with his hair, take him out on a date. We reciprocating, ladies. Snack his tights. Do cigarettes reduce the risk of colon cancer if I smoke them through my ace? What? Dude wants to know if cigarettes reduce the risk of colon cancer if he smokes them through his ace. I might need to conduct a study and get back to y'all in 30 to 40 years. Can someone tell me how to get rid of face fat? There's actually some exercises that can help you lose face fat. Turn your head to your left, then turn your head to your right. Do this a few times. Now do that every time someone offers you food, fatty. I don't need questions. I need answers. The dude's little sister hired a gang to rape the dude's girl best friend, Pink Girl, because the sister was jealous and has a crush on him. A feuding dance scenes later, the dude gets knocked out by some dude also hired by the sister, then he wakes up getting ducked by her. Pretty ducked up hint. I'm ducked up. I'm ducked up, guys. I'm 21-year-old. My girlfriend who is 18.5-year-old is pregnant. 9th week. Problem is that her certificate age is 17.3-year-old. I'm ducked up, guys. I don't want to go to jail. What should I do now? Now this is the definition of duck up. You have to involve parents. There is no other way. Is it really wise to get the parents pregnant too? He's got enough problems, bro. We will be taking Overwatch to offline at 8 PM Pacific time for an estimated 1 hour. I was in the middle of jerking to Widow, the duck. Ancient wisdom found within. Japanese guy finally decides to confess to his crush and his crush actually says yes. The atomic bomb. Ukrainian kid sleeping peacefully. The Iranian drone. Am I missing something here? I have irritable bowel syndrome, sleep apnea, and frequent night terrors. We should share a bed for the rest of our lives. I don't always stop breathing and scream myself awake, but when I do I shut myself. I just call pets babies, not fur babies. I call my toddler a scene puppy to freak out the fur baby people. Bonkers. I knew it was him, LMAO. Holy shit bro, were you born from a urge? Why so many flags? Why aren't you out wearing leather and fighting chime? My parents weren't shot dead yet. Loads rifle. That's the spirit. We've got a hero maker among us. The school doesn't allow Halloween costumes, but they never even noticed. Shaggy ate Scoob. Playing in wheelchair. Any tips? Long story short, I broke my pelvis today. I got hit by a car. Doctors said I will be in a wheelchair for at least a year. Is there any way I could still playing close quarters battle at least? I know I won't be able to snipe. Man's got turned into a mounted turret. Breaking. Boris Johnson has arrived back in the UK to plot a bid to return as Prime Minister. This is like putting a shite back in your ace. It leaks out. Crampoos are real and they're explosive. Why is this my best contribution to any Reddit thread? I wish I used a throwaway. Yo, 2 golds, I'm not deserving of this. Everybody is Crampoo fighting. Not really, but it is very slexy and heat though. I'm really appreciating the heaty AOE slex that people post on this sub nowadays. Take it down. Take it down. Well, why don't you start taking down your pants and bend over so I can peg that fat ducking ace of yours? If animals can talk, everybody would become vegan. I mean humans can talk, but that doesn't stop me. If reincarnation was ever confirmed, there would probably be a drastic spike in seasides. You mean rerolls? No officer, I didn't murder them. It was a surprise mass reroll. Every woman I meet has the uncontrollable urge to have sex with me. Your sidekick is an underage female. Shut, wait and win. How are nuts attractive, if at all? My grandma said to me once, I was in my 20s, pens are not there to be looked at, but to be played with. Love her. Like my grandpa always used to say, I'm going upstairs to duck your grandma. George Carlin. Marry a woman with small hands. Makes your pens look bigger. Grandma. I'm gonna need a cute nickname for my girlfriend. Any suggestions? Edit. We will be reading all of these tomorrow. So be nice. Upgraded sock. Learn math the Duolingo way. You have all seen Spanish or Vanish. Get ready for additional eviction. Men of Reddit. Would you date a woman that has done OnlyFans? Why or why not? Depends on the content. If she's getting ducked by other dudes, hell no. Or if she is selling her darts in a jar. Now I'd date her if she did that just because. Then I could dart in the jars and the weirdos buying wouldn't know any better, lol. Up isn't going anywhere, cause that's the last movie I watched with my grandma. Kill it with fire. It's a ghost. It's already dead. Dig it up and duck it. Yes. Stalin, Hitler, and Freud all lived in Vienna at the same time. Imagine a sitcom with them all as roommates. Damn it, Stalin. Stop eating my food. It is our food, Freud. I will stop eating it when you stop banging your mother. Will you two untermenschen kindly shut the duck up? I'm trying to paint. 1 year ago, I'm 14 and this is deep. Now, I'm deep in this 14-year-old. Be you. Wake up. Every single person on earth but you. Turn to dust. What do? I will go out to find the house of the woman I was stalking yesterday and stick my nut deep in her dust pile and dry hump it until I cum so much it turns into clay so I can make a dodo. Zombie deer spotted in the tri-state. EHD positive deer confirmed in 13 Ohio counties. Friendly reminder that this is how the World War Z movie started. Have a nice day. Personally, I just want my body fixed. I hate having a disease that is written into my genetics. Ducking type 1. A rare sighting of the elusive and fully blind New York sewer gator crossing from one manhole to another. I think it got hungry along the way. What kind of art does he or she make? Furry pun. You just saved me from looking it up. I truly thank you very much. You just gave me a bigger reason for looking it up. I truly thank you very much. Ah, the duality of man. Dogs or cats, and why? Dog tastes better. I've never believed in paranormal shit until today. I woke up this morning with cram in my pants, but no memory of a wet dream. I suspect my trousers are haunted by a nut ghost. Dan Aykroyd wrote Ghostbusters after this happened to him. Really makes you think about the title of that movie in a different way. Mistakes make you stronger. My mother after giving birth to me. What is 25 years too old for? Leonardo DiCaprio. Straight men have read it. Would you snack a nut for $100,000? Why or why not? Sure. I'd want the money up front this time though. I used to work at a burger delivery restaurants. We did sell in-house, but 99% of orders were delivery and the space inside was really small. I used to put a smiley face on every vegan or vegetarian burger. Why? Cause vegans are all depressed. She wears short skirts. I wear t-shirts. She's cheer captain. And I'm a forest creature. Dreaming about the day when you wake up and find that I've been watching you while you sleep the whole time. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure sometimes looks skip a generation. Can confirm this. My son is a splitting image of my dad, me not so much. Would like to know more about why this happens. As would I. This is something that is very common. It actually has to do with your father's genes and your wife's genes respectively, and how they mix when your dad ducks your wife. Can Putin wait until I'm balls deep in someone before he nukes us? I wanna go out with a dang. Please, this is the only way to be absolutely sure they never launch them. So I'm looking for the top of my grinder when my 8-year-old son walks in like this. Maybe lock the door if you're searching Grindr for tops. God, I ducking love football. That's ducking football right there. None of that pansy ace nut tugging smile for the camera bullshit. Men poke, men peep on the field, men deliver their newborn baby on the sidelines. Ducking hardcore nut in the ace butterball fussball duck it chuck it game time shut. Take it to the showers, nuts get shoved in places you don't even remember. We win together, we celebrate together. Football is back, baby. With over 7 billion people on earth, what do you think no one is doing right now? Having sex with OP. I'm just laying on bed, hugging the pillow, and contemplating how I can get back on this. I can't. BTS members to embark on mandatory military service. They're about to get PTSD. Me. Everyone should be comfortable in their own skin. My brain. Except for you. Me. Except for me. That's why I wear other people's. Georgia police officers. The only thing they are going to catch is their breath. Manhattan congressional candidate Mike Itkes has shared his own Slex tape to highlight his Slex positive platform. Itkes says that simply talking about legalizing sex work wouldn't be enough to show voters that he's committed to the issue. What the duck is Gru doing? Minions, help me make this woman climax. Banana. No, oh, not the minions. Stop, minions, what are you? Ofu. You. Lightsaber is for collection and duel. Then why does it fit in my vage so well? What is the worst thing you have witnessed? My boyfriend in college committed suicide right in front of me. To this day, by far the most traumatic thing to happen to me. Can still remember sitting there covered in his blood, just not being able to process what just happened. Happy cake day. Not the greatest breakup, but at least it's memorable. Maybe even ended with a dang. What tool, device, or appliance do you wish you would have bought earlier in your life? A dodo. What is the most dangerous position in chess? C4. Bending over in front of the bishop. Where was the craziest place you baited at? My friend's mom's closet while sniffing her socks. Profile picture checks out. Cook Wayne Bear. They are making a movie about this. Puddington 3. I don't know. I once saw a video of a dude putting his nut in a mousetrap, and that looked pretty painful. I don't have a nut and this hurt to read. The guy who put his nut in a mousetrap. Personally, I just want my body fixed. I hate having a disease that is written into my genetics ducking type 1. 1. You seen a chance and you took it. You madlad. Throwing fake gang signs on thugs in the hood gone wrong. Must watch. Imagine being deaf and asking directions in sign language in that neighborhood. You get shot before you can finish your sentence. I was part of a seaside prevention support group when the year began, and yesterday we lost another member. There was 18 of us, and now there's only 5 remaining. This is not seaside prevention. This is last man standing. The Hunger Games. It's actually super cheap. Buy an airsoft gun, paint it black, run into a police station waving it around, and pop a few firecrackers. Or just skip the airsoft, paint your face black, then approach a police officer at night. I met a girl from Tinder who thought she was a witch. Absolute freak who would duck you at your grandpa's funeral. Morning wood. How to get my roommates to shut up after midnight. He plays online and screams at his friends until 6 AM all week and during weekends. I can't go to sleep, and he doesn't stop. Even when I bang on his door, won't even open it. The old pass back. Get nice and dehydrated, and take a gross yellow pea on a disposable plate and freeze it. Slide the pass pack off the plate and slip it under their door. It melts and leaves a pass puddle. Male 19. When talking to women, and when they are standing close to me, I get a Rona. Why? It's like an antenna, so you can hear them better. I know this will probably get lost in the comments, but sometimes when I'm home alone I like to go out in my garden and cover myself with dirt and pretend I'm a carrot. After my leg was amputated, I donated it to a med school so students can practice on it. Why is it that I can still feel every cut they make? Imagine you feel someone snacking on Yatos. Prince George reportedly warned classmates who were on his bad side that his father Prince William will one day be king. According to royal author, my dad will be king, so you better watch out. My great uncle is a paydo, so you better watch out. A much punchier line. What do you do when an eek lady comes on screen while watching TV with your partner? Edit. This is just a question, so don't attack me. Nothing. Nudity isn't offensive or a big deal in any way. Tell that to the rude people at the public park who keep yelling at me. The Shubal is as close to dinosaurs as we can get. It walks the same way teachers walk around the classroom during a test. It even makes typical US school noises. Thumbnail got me like. Is that you, Dora? Damn, waiting over a decade really paid off. LMAO. Some of the most satisfying pleasure in life have to do with holes in our bodies. Darting so good it scratches your butthole, and it makes your stomachache go away. If the first 2 people on Earth were white, how are there black people? Update 1748. Sleevery DLC. Best update yet. r/Cursedcomments. We need to know. Listen kid, I don't have much time. The best way to stop a random owner is to yell. He was gonna say cleaver it off. That's what I did. There is no plot to speak of, unless you consider real life a plot. Joshua Rothman wrote in a 2014 review of my struggle. And yet, in Norway, 1 book has sold for every 9 adults. What is the struggle in my struggle? I imagine this book doesn't sell so well in Germany. This just reminded me that I'm not going to make money as an artist. Thank you. Maybe you can start World War III. When a girl sits on my face, it's erratic. But when I sit on her face, it's manslither. Put you pens in her mouth and dart straight into her nostrils. What the duck? It was ridiculously easy to coax the little girl into my van. Then her voice dropped 4 octaves and she said, "If there's no puppy, what am I going to eat? Alien vs Predator. Take my upvote, damn it." Isn't Shaggy supposed to be the lazy owner? I can't see this going wrong at all. Also, don't forget the fact that they removed Scooby. I don't think that one is their fault though. Pretty sure that's on HBO execs. Daphne went fellation, so the dog had to go. I like my coffee like I like my women. Strong and able to give me the kick and the ace. I need to get modern in the morning. Ground up in the freezer. What the duck bro lol. For those of us who want lots of coffee too. Spiky contacts used by morticians to keep the eyelids of the dead closed at funeral viewings. Better than grandma's eyes popping open mid-funeral to judge your life choices one more time before she crosses a river Styx. My dog won't stop darting, send help. What did you feed him? My neighbors. Oh, so that's where my mom went. Being a grower is an evolutionary advantage. Don't want the sausage to swing while fighting the saber-toothed tiger. Best to unsheath once the beast is slayed. So you're saying we should duck the tiger after we kill it? Well, it's not going to duck itself. More police officers are committing suicide due to demonization. Expert says, man, even when it comes to quitting their job, their solution is violence. Would you still duck me if I were a worm? I would store you in my urethra like a little kangaroo baby. This is Pyongyang Yang style. Opa famine style. Hey, hungry lady. Thank you. The chief of police back then was a great guy. Unfortunately, he had his own personal problems. Because of this, he is no longer among us. He was sus. Gen Z climate activists throw soup over priceless Van Gogh masterpiece. Why do they have bite locks around their necks? Breaking Bad reference.